So we will go to the next point, that is Java method overloading. So one of the very important points for interview. So what is method overloading? So that we will cover. So now I will show an example. Through that example, so I will explain what is method overloading. Suppose let we have a class, let demo. Let there is a method, let method name is show method. Suppose I will write system.out.println. Java means a Ceylon software. So what I did, demo is your class name. So in demo class, one method I have defined. That method is show method. Now I am defining again same method, but little bit difference in signature part. Suppose I will take one int argument. Let body is system.out.println. Let x equals to the value of x. So what I did, just to see what you are observing, method name is so, here method name is so. It means method name is same, but they are different by their signature. Here show method having no argument. Here show method taking one int argument. So these two method different by their signature. That means it is possible to define a method multiple times to perform multiple tasks. First show method representing one message, that is Java means Ceylon software. Another show method representing x equals to an int value. You can define n number of times. Suppose I will define same show method by taking two double arguments. Let double p double q system.out.println. Let the value of a phi, let there is a space, the value of a q. So this representing method overloading. So multiple times a particular method, it is possible to define to perform multiple tasks. Particularly in this context, method name is same, but they are different by their signature. First show method having no argument. Second show method having one int argument. Third show method having two double arguments. So we observed method name is same, but they are different by their signature. Then step number 2, I will go to main method definition. So now concept is saying whatever we will do, we have to do inside a class. So let class, let's suppose overloading example 1. Let public static void main string args. So now this first line is the object declaration. So I will declare the object of a demo class because demo class representing all these things. So demo d equals to new class name. Let class name is a demo. Then after object declaration in our last class already we have got the clarity. So object dot method name. Then three times show method have defined. So one time show method without argument, one then show method taking one empty argument, then show method taking two double argument we have defined. So d dot show method, strictly speaking, you remember at the time of method definition, so the signature and at the time of method call. So when the method is invoking by the object, then method definition will execute. But you will focus signature. Suppose you have taken one int argument at the time of method definition. So when you will call that method by the object, you have to take an int value because match will arise. Otherwise, once mismatch will arise on signature, then definitely error will arise. So now an int value I took, then d dot show, suppose 4.5 comma 6.7 let. So when this line is executing, so that representing what demo class object is a D, or D is an object of demo class. D is a demo type of object. So when this line will execute, last class I have told this is a message passing. So method when it is invoking by D, D is the object of a demo class. So the control will sure the show method definition coming from demo class. The control will go to demo class and the control will search where the show method have defined without argument. So now when this line will execute, then this portion will execute. Then after execution, then control will come to this line. So when this line will execute, then the control will execute this portion. Control will search where the show method have defined taking an int argument. Similarly, when this line will execute, then this portion will execute. I hope you got the clarity, give a response. So this program representing the concept of method overloading, because one method we have defined multiple times to perform multiple tasks, and it is an example of compile time polymorphism. Polymorphism means what? It is a feature in object-oriented programming, meaning is ability to take more than one form. Polymorphism means ability to take more than one form. So method having ability to display Java means Ceylon software. Same show method having another ability to display an int value. Same show method having another ability to display two double values. So at the time of compilation, the compiler is understanding. Hence, it is an example of compile time polymorphism. So now I will save this program. So I will go to E drive. Then our folder name is Java programming. Now I will give the file name overloading example one.java. Now I will do all files, then I will save, go to command prompt. So I will go to E drive, then I will go to Java programming folder. Now I will compile Java C overloading overloading example1.java. Now there is no error. Java space overloading example1. Now I will run. Just to see, we got the output. Java means Ceylon software x equals to 100, 4.5, then 6.7. So what is the definition then? What we got? If I will write when a method is defining multiple times, multiple times to perform multiple task is known as method overloading. Then here method name is same, but they are different. They are different by their signature. It is an example of it is an example of compile time polymorphism. So I hope you got the clarity. Give a response, Sachin, Anurag.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so method overloading, one method or a method we can define more than one time to perform multiple tasks. That is called as method overloading. But strictly speaking, so when you will represent this concept, you have to focus method signature. Suppose here you have taken int x, then if you will write int y instead of double p and double q, it will give an error. Same signature is not allowed. Signature must be different. Now I will write uh, a program. Suppose develop a Java program to find area of a rectangle, let comma area of a triangle, and area of a circle using method overloading. Suppose let class areas. Suppose another example just I'm showing. So we have three number of a task. I will find the area of a rectangle, area of a triangle, and area of a circle. That program I will develop using the concept of method overloading. So currently we studied in concept in the context of method overloading. The method name is same. So one method, suppose I will define let void area. Suppose our first task is what? Area of a rectangle. You will analyze area of a rectangle. Business logic is area equals to length into breadth. You analyze the question, and number of input is the number of arguments. Suppose I will write int length comma int breadth. Suppose number of what I told, number of input is the number of arguments. Let int a. Suppose output variable equals to a equals to length into breadth. And one output statement I can write system.out.println area of rectangle is the value of a. So in this way, one method I define. I hope you got the clarity. So one method, name of the method is area that I have defined. So as per my the problem task, so area of a rectangle, that we know area equals to length into breadth. Length and breadth are two input variable. and A is my output variable as per my analysis. So number of input I have considered number of arguments. Okay, now I will go to second task, area of a triangle, but we have to represent the concept of method overloading. Means method name is same, but we have to focus signature must be different. Or similarly, triangle logic is what 0.5 into base into height. So I can write double base input, double height, double base and double height. I have considered as my input. Okay, so let it one output variable. Suppose I took let AR equals to 0.5 into base into height. Now I will write one output statement system.out.println area of triangle is, so the value of AR. I hope you got the clarity. So this representing the concept of method overloading. Area, method name is area, method name is area. But signature is different. First area method have taken two int argument, whereas second area method taking two double arguments. Now I will go to the next task, area of a circle. So let I will define same method name area of a circle is pi r square. So r or radius, that is the input. So one input, let double r. So now I will write suppose an output variable, let arr, suppose I took, so arr equals to 3.141 into r into r, pi r square. So I will write system.out.println. So I can write area of circle. Area of circle is ARR. So now step number one is complete. So in my class areas, name of the class is areas. So in areas class, three times area method have defined, but they are different by their signature. First area method definition representing area of a rectangle. Second area method definition representing area of a triangle. Third area method definition representing area of circle. So when this method definition will execute, when this method will invoke by the object of type areas. So then step number two, so definitely I will take the object main method definition that I will do. So let I will take another class, let class overloading example 2, then public static void main string args, then so I will an object areas, let obj equals to new areas. So now obj dot area method, first area method taking one area method have defined by taking two int argument. So when I will call, I passed to int value. Then obj dot area, so one area method I have defined by taking two double values. So when at the time of call, so I will pass to double values 3.4 comma 5.6. Then obj dot area method, then one double values, suppose later 6.7. So now my program is complete. So when this line will execute, then this portion will execute. So in this area method definition, one output statement is available. Based on the output statement, our output message is coming to our picture. Area of the rectangle is this. When second line will execute, so area method, when it is invoking by object obj, so taking to double values, the control will search in areas class where the area method have been defined by taking two double argument. So this person will execute. So here one output statement. So according that output statement, the output value will come to the picture. Similarly, when this line will execute, this person will execute. So now I will save this program. So overloading, overloading example2.java. Now I will do all files, then I will save, go to command prompt, java c overloading example2.java. Now Java space overloading example2. It is the command for run. Just to see, so we got the output. Area of a rectangle is 30. Area of a triangle is 9.52. Area of circle is 84.1788. So I hope you got the clarity, give a response. This is all about the concept of method overloading. So this point is very what common interview point. So for a fresher, so many interviewer so may ask this question. So this is very important, and strictly speaking, you remember this is an example of polymorphism, that is compile time polymorphism. So in inheritance software, there is a point that we will cover, that is dynamic method dispatch. So that is runtime polymorphism. When we will go to that point, then we will cover. But this is an example of compile time polymorphism. Okay, area method having ability to find the area of a rectangle. Same area method having ability to display the area of a triangle. Same area method having another ability to display the area of a circle. So ability to take more than one form, so that representing polymorphism. Polymorphism is one feature, is one of the feature in object oriented programming. So hence we can say this is an object oriented program. I hope you got the clarity, give a response. Sachin and Anurag.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is all about the concept of what? Method overloading.